What's up, you saucy nugs? This is Tom Nug, and tonight we are going to make some hamburgers on our Weber kettle. We're going to do it using our Hunsaker griddle, and I can't wait. So the sun's going down, so I'm going to show you before the sun goes down what the setup is going to look like so you can see. All right, so here's the Hunsaker griddle, and it's just a solid piece of metal, but it's got those two handles on each end, on opposite ends, which are great for carrying it. But also I used it, you can use it to kind of scrape, use it as like a hole to scrape all your grease or food scraps into the holes down into the kettle. For me, what I did last time, one of the mistakes I made last time I wanted to show everybody is that I wanted to put something down there to catch all the crap. So I put some charcoal baskets down there. I put one on each side, one over here, lined with tin foil. The problem is that left me with just a little strip of, it took up a little too much space on each end, and it left me with just a little strip of cooking area in the middle, which just did not work for me. So what I'm going to do instead tonight is I have two empty cans of corn. I'm going to try that out. One over here, one over here. I'm going to try to place the griddle up here one-handed. Try putting a can right there and another one over there. So I'll get that better when we're actually using it. But I just wanted to show you guys that setup, and that should give us a lot more cooking space for our burgers. So we will see you here shortly. Okay, so while the charcoal's lighting, we'll tell you a little bit about the burgers we're gonna make. Nothing special. Ground beef. Normally we use somewhere around 80-20. Tonight I think the ground beef we have is a little fattier. So that's just what we got tonight. We seasoned it up with salt, pepper, garlic powder. I sprinkled in a little breadcrumbs to help keep it together so they don't break apart. And that's it. I always use either breadcrumbs or an egg. I know a lot of people freak out about eggs. They say, well, that's meatloaf. Whatever works for you is the name of the game when it comes to barbecuing. So breadcrumbs are what works for me. That's what I go with. And that's that. And then also, before we get started, I know a lot of people, if you're observant, you're gonna say, well, hey, you're using a charcoal grill on a wood deck. Yes, I am. I know that's not recommended. But that's what we're doing tonight. So just want to point out we have a charcoal basket underneath to catch all the ash, and then I also have an oil pan, a metal oil pan, oil changing pan underneath the whole Performer to catch anything else. So we also have a fire extinguisher right inside the door. So I know it's not recommended, but that's what we got. That's what we're doing because we're nugs. All right, charcoal is lit, so we want to spread it out. get some of that unlit charcoal in contact with the lit charcoal. I'm gonna put our cans in place. All right, and all right. All right, griddle is in place. We are gonna let that heat up a couple minutes. Be right out with some burgers. All right, we're gonna give it a little sizzle test with some water. We are hot and ready to go. Burgers on. All right, you saucy nugs. Dinner is over, but I forgot to film a recap and show you the final product. So here goes. Here is our burger. Maybe a little burnt, but you know, I'm not a professional, so they didn't get too overdone on in the middle. Some of them might have just got a little extra seared on the outside, which I guess is never a, you know, not the biggest deal in the world, but whatever. That's just how some cooks go. So I've got a pretzel bun, some pickles. I don't have any barbecue sauce. Otherwise I'd put barbecue sauce on there. So tonight we're just going plain Jane with pickles. And I think, if I'm being honest, I like burgers better without using the griddle. I think what I'm really excited about using the griddle for is breakfast, and I just haven't done that yet. So, Burger Cook is in the books. I think that since that ground beef was also a little more fatty than normal, it did cause some flare-ups underneath the griddle, which was a little concerning, but I kept an eye on that, dealt with it, and live and learn. So, Burger Cook is in the books. See you, nugs.